Revelations coming to the fore as the anti-terrorism force ends up probing a terror module that's been busted in Bihar's capital of Patna. Times now has accessed a secret ATS document that details the conspiracy to establish Islamic rule in India. The accused, Tahir, was the administrator of the group Gazwa-e-Hind and was in touch with people from Pakistan, Yemen and other Islamic nations. Let's now take a look in detail at what the document actually reveals. The first damning revelation that Tahir was the admin of the WhatsApp group Gazwa-e-Hind, and it is in this chat group that India's map was shown in green with Pakistan's flag placed on top of it. The third serious revelation, the chat group created was in fact from a Pakistani number on the 13th of March 2022. The fourth revelation, the creator of the group had made Tahir the administrator of the concerned group, which called for the establishment of an Islamic caliphate. The fifth revelation, 181 members from India, Pakistan, as well as Yemen and other Islamic countries were participants in this WhatsApp group. Revelation number 6, terror incidents in Kashmir were glorified on this group and terrorists were hailed as martyrs. The seventh scathing revelation, the post related to establishing Islamic rule in India was also found on this concerned Gazwa-e-Hind WhatsApp chat group. The eighth revelation, Tahir, one of the prime accused in this matter, formed another WhatsApp group in February this year, stating similar objectives. The ninth revelation, the group description urged Muslims in Bangladesh to prepare for the conquest of India. The 10th revelation, Tahir also used the BIP messenger to spread anti-national content. Now, these are the revelations made in the damning ATS document that's now been accessed by Times Now. This is, of course, during the course of the investigations being conducted by the Bihar Police into this matter. Let me go across to Aditya for all the updates coming in with regards to these investigations. Aditya, we've just put out those 10 scathing revelations with the ultimate objective of the concerned WhatsApp group in which Tahir, one of the accused, was administrator, was to establish an Islamic state in India. Take us through the details.
ATS documents are concerned, of course, there are very shocking revelations made inside that particular document. And also, you can clearly see that not only WhatsApp and Facebook, but also one VIP messenger app was being used for spreading anti-national, radical, and you can say Semitic content across the region. And that also, interesting to note here is that ATS in its revelation has also mentioned one Pakistani number. This is, which was saved as one Markhor name, and this actually claimed himself as one ISI agent who was actually connected to that particular agency for at least past 5 years. So this is the claim that has been mentioned also in the ATS top secret document.
And Aditya, what's also very interesting about the document and the investigations that have panned out in this particular matter is that there were hundreds of participants in this WhatsApp group of members from different countries across the world, including India, of course. But apart from India, you also had Islamic countries such as Bangladesh, Yemen, among others, being represented on this group.
Well, exactly. Not just Yemen and Bangladesh, but also Pakistan. Pakistan is something, and the total idea and narrative of Pakistan is something that has been exposed not once but time and again, that it has an agenda of leading India by 1,000 wounds. So this is something you can say that Pakistan and their handlers in Pakistan are technically trying to use and harness technology in order to get their agenda secured.
And Aditya, we also heard very briefly earlier in the day as well from Tahir, who's one of the prime accused, and when specifically asked about what the objectives of this entire group was, he in fact stated very clearly that it was to foment violence.
Well, exactly. I mean, this is the statement that he gave to media when he was being actually taken to the court. But then we actually happened to talk to his family, and the family is now actually rubbishing entire thing, and they are now claiming that he is nothing but a mentally challenged person who has now been nabbed by the agencies.
And Aditya, of course, the trigger for all of this was the revelation made by the Bihar Police after they apprehended two individuals, including a retired police official from Jharkhand, who ultimately, were also, in fact, their locations were searched. A dossier was procured which talked about establishing an Islamic state in India by 2047. There were PFI links also drawn. So this is a massive web that the Bihar Police has now managed to unearth over the last couple of days.
Well, exactly. I mean, as far as the entire linkages and the sequences are concerned, of course, it is clearly coming to light that once, the case that actually started initially as something related to radicalization and communalization, it has direct links to countries outside outside the territory of India, and also the people involved are actually connected with local people here, and they are, pushing their agenda through local people via social media.
And right now, of course, Tahir is one of the people who's been apprehended in this specific WhatsApp chat matter. Are more arrests likely? Aditya, what's the information that you're getting about the searches and the investigations being conducted right now by the Bihar Police?